data sets and distribution, effects of shifting, adding, and removing a data point. A group of four friends likes to bowl together, and each friend keeps track of his all time scores in a single game. Their high scores are between 180 and 220, except for Adams, whose high score is 250. Adam then bowls a great game and has a new score of 290. How will increase in Adam's high score affect the median and the mode? So we would have roughly 180, and we would have actually, let's say 220, and let's see, the high score is now 290. So let's say that the other one made 220. So these would be our four friends. We'd have 180, 220, 220, 290. Or even if we did 180 and 180, 220 and 290. So right here, the median would be at 220. The median here would be actually be between the 180 and the 220. So we'd have the 220 plus the 180, divide this by 2. So that would actually give us the 400 there, which would actually be 200. So we have 220 and we'd have 200. Now, as for the average, what's going to happen is the average itself is actually going to go up. So they're both going to increase. So actually, the mean will actually increase right here. So the median will increase and the mean will stay the same. No. The mean will increase, the median will stay the same. The mean will increase and the median will decrease. So really, the median doesn't change much since there's four, and we're not bringing in a new player. We only have four players here, so four friends here. So the median would not change, but the average will change. So the mean will increase. We know the mean will increase, but the median will not. A cat gave birth to four kittens. Three of the kittens had different masses between 147 and 59, and one kitten had a mass of 57. The kitten that had a mass 57 was then adopted, so the kitten was removed from the data set. So in this case here, let's say we had the 147 and the 147, and it said that three of the kittens had different masses between 147 and 159. So that could be one example of it. Now the 57 we're not going to worry about. So instead of dealing with four kittens, we're going to go down to three kittens. So we could also say 147 and 159 and 159. Now, again, if the other number was in here, we would place it here, we would place it here, and again, it's not really going to change much with the median, but the mean itself will change. So what's going to happen is the mean is going to increase and the median should actually stay the same here, but it says both the mean and median will increase, but the median will increase by more than the mean. Both the mean and median will increase, but the mean will increase by more than the median. The mean will increase, the mean will decrease, the median will increase, and the mean will decrease. No, that's not going to be true here. So actually, they are going to both increase here. But what's going to happen is that the mean itself, the overall total, should increase more than the median. Because actually, technically, with this 4 gone, we actually are going to shift over to the middle. So we are going to shift to the middle number here. But for our average, we would add these up and divide by 2. So we are going to find that the mean should increase. So both the median and the median will increase, but the median will increase by more, and here the mean is increasing by more. Chucky grabbed 11 items in a grocery store that each had different prices and had a mean cost of 11.44. So we had an average of $4.44. So those were 11 items. That was our mean there. And then added the 12th item. On his way to the register, he gave into an impulse and added his 12th item here, which is 444. No, which is actually 39.99. Well, what's going to happen is that if we did write these numbers out from 1 to 12, we're going to have a bunch of $4.44 here, and then we're going to have the $3.99 there. But anyway, when we go right to the middle of it, it's still going to be $4.44. So the median is not really going to change here. It's not going to be a huge difference there, but the mean will be, because you're going to add the 444 11 times plus the $3.39. So that's going to be the one with the change there. So the mean is not going to change as much, but the mean will change much more. So here's our possible solutions. Both the mean and median will increase, but the median will increase by more than the mean. No. Both the mean and median will increase, but the mean will increase more than the median. The mean will increase, the median will decrease. No, the median will increase, the mean will not. So this would be our best choice, because again, our overall total, when we do the mean, we're going to add up $4.44 11 times plus the $39.99 and divide by 12, and that's definitely going to push it up. Okay, a group of 4 friends likes to golf together, and each friend keeps track of her all-time lowest scores, the single round. Their low scores are between 90 and 100, except for Angie, whose low score is 80. Angie then golfs a great round and has a new score of 75. How will decrease in Angie's low score affect the mean and the median? So we have 4 friends here, so now she has 75. And let's say one could be 90, 90, and 100. There's our mean. We could also go 75. We could go 90, 100, and 100. And that's really not going to change much with the mean. With the median. So the median is not going to really have too much of a change in itself. Again, the mean will have a change, because she went from an 80 to a 75. So what we're going to find is that when you're adding, instead of 80 and 75, 75 is a smaller number, we're going to find that the mean itself is going to be a smaller score. So it's going to be less. So both the mean and mean will decrease. The median will decrease. The mean will stay the same. No. The mean will decrease, the median will stay the same, the mean will decrease, and the median will increase. So the mean will actually decrease, because instead of adding an 80, you're adding a 75, so that's definitely going to decrease. The median is just pretty much is going to stay the same, because we don't really see a shift there, because it was set up for four friends, and it still is 4 friends. The only thing different here, instead of having an 80 here, we have a 75. So that doesn't change the shift when we put them from smaller to larges. It does affect the overall score. So if we were to add these up, so instead of adding an 80, we're adding a 75, the overall mean, the overall average will decrease.